I'm offering the pots and pans terrorists, and I'm announcing that tonight. Supposedly the dates and times for these things is supposed to be announced next Sunday, so that's going to be interesting. Now, I've spoken, and I do speak regularly with principals involved in the financial freedom as well as the legalities involved, and this is the reason that I know what's going on. Now, to make sure that those things happen correctly, I'm not telling everything I know, and I won't. As far as time frames, well, if I gave out a date, or if I said, this many days, or whatever, everybody's going to say, well, you already said that once. I said, yeah, the military decided that I should have some dates, and they gave them to me, and I said, you want that on air? And they said, yes. So I gave them out, and now we find out that the best laid plans of mice and men sometimes don't come out right. I think that in the military's case, it was a simple case of hurry up and wait. It could have been that I was a little premature in outing this. There's a lot of little variables. But one thing I do know, and I've done some checking, not with people that I'm familiar with as such in terms of what's going on, but people outside of this. And as Minuteman stated, he heard about the plan in 95. I saw the plan around 79, and that's a bogus date. The reason it's bogus is so that the person that showed it to me doesn't get in trouble. This plan started around the Korean War. There's a reason for that. If you go back in the archives and check, you'll find that the United States military was being outed by certain supposedly disinterested parties as to troop strength and strategies and this and that cost them a lot of men. This will give you an idea. Lives don't mean much to these people. They really don't care. So I'm looking for people who would like to bring up issues that have not been covered if possible, or people that have questions that would like to ask things that deal directly with what we're doing. You can post those in the chat room. We'd like nothing better than have questions come out of there, even if they're not really the greatest questions in the world. And you got to remember something. Ain't no such thing as a dumb question. The question...
Grace, somebody's asking about the borders. I've seen this question come up a couple of times. Will the borders be closed for sure when this goes down?
Yes, they will. Each and every last form of communication, each and every last form of transit, either into or out of the country, will be locked down. This includes satellites. The reason for that is so that the records, money, and individuals that we would like to keep don't escape or go to the wrong people. It's very simple. The period of time allotted is about 72 hours. This is an estimation that's fairly accurate from what I know of the situation. We will be supposedly notified some 24 hours in advance of the actual actions. So what we got now is a situation where when I post, I will give the orders of green light for us to go total. Now that means broadcast TV, that means cable, etc. So what the situation will be is that you'll know, the people will be aware, somewhere in the area of 12 hours ahead of time, at the very least. We're going to try to put the notification out 24 hours ahead of time. Most of the people involved in this would appreciate it if they did not get mobbed. They will delegate authority to different people to start instructing people as to what to be done, where we need to do this. I need information on people that you're looking at. If there's something funny locally with whomever might be in a position of authority, then that needs to be resolved. And the sweep or cleansing is not going to come past about the governor level. So they're not going to come down to your local little town and clean it up. That's up to the people. They're not going to come to your county and find out whether or not things are going the right way or being done correctly. This is up to the people. This is why community is extraordinarily important, and it needs to already have been done, and yet we're just now getting to the point of putting it out there and saying, let's go for it. So everybody needs to be as aware and as alert as possible. So, there are a lot of different things that go into it all. One of those is making sure to know exactly what it is each individual should be doing. This will go back to the community ideology, because out of the community ideology, you're going to run across the fact that people will look to an individual, similar to the way people look to me. They want answers. They want when. They want to know about this. They want to know about that. The ideology here is for me to supply a combination of what I can say in a way that doesn't cause problems, but also facilitates and furthers freedom, just that and that alone. So what everyone should be looking to is a combination of things. The original documentation that we used is posted on our website, freedomreigns.us. If you can understand, we have not posted a lot about common law as of yet, but it's coming, and you might look that up. You might look up the fact that at present, maritime law trumps common law. The reason it does is that maritime deals with things that common law does not. So therefore, it's considered superior. Well, some of it may be in some ways because it attends to situations people are not used to dealing with in common law. In common law, you either have an injured party or some kind of property damage, or you don't have a crime, pretty much. Now, it's a lot more complicated than that, but if you look into maritime law, there are certain ways to address things, and those ways of addressment in maritime law are different than in common law. So, anyway, if we've got... it looks to me like we're having some fun
with... We have somebody. I'm trying to find him now.
Okay.
I'm trying to find him in the queue.
Okay.
There we go. I think I found him.
Is that area code 602?
No, it's area code 352 I'm looking for.
Okay.
Let's see. There we are. Okay, right here. Okay, it looks like David has him in the screening room right now. Where did he go?
What about 602? You said when you're ready, he's ready. There's a lot of large following.
There's a lot of people in here.
I can imagine.
There's a lot of people in here, and I'm trying to go through and find out what's what.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and talk for a minute, and I'll interrupt you.
Oh. Now that sounds sort of like a joke my mother had in her joke book.
Oh, never mind. Got it right here. I found him.
You got it?
I found him.
Okay. I'll turn him on.
Him.
Good.
I am. This is Outlaw.
Oh, okay.
Outlaw, is that you?
Yes, I'm here.
Good job.
Good to hear you.
Your mic is open, dear.
Okay, great. Hi, Drake. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm J.J. Smith, Outlaw.
Yeah.
I'm a moderator on in many of the Skype rooms that we post information in. And I guess the question that I have for you is that I would like to ask you whether or not, or have you seen Judge Dale's documents? It's called The Great American Venture, Secrets of America.
Yes, I looked at some of that. And I am I'm in a kind of a funny situation here, and I'm going to explain that so that you'll understand it.
Okay.
There's a lot of validation in a lot of different things, but there's a difference between validation from an individual and validation from a person who has the capability of right by legal means to the collateral accounts. That's a differential or difference that a lot of people miss and are not aware of. This is why a lot of the correct things done correctly don't happen. Hopefully that'll help answer some of the questions that I feel you've got. Is that part of it?
Well, it is and it isn't. There's a lot of things that he talks about, especially since he released Chapter 5, which deals primarily with the QSIT number. And and I'm right now I'm trying to find a way to determine the best equation to use to find out what that QSIT number is for everybody, not just for me. But he's done the math on it, and he found out his own QSIT number, and I think he was worth about $167 million. And and he says that everybody has an amount on their birth certificate bond. And so I became very interested in that, and as well as all of his information. I mean, the whole thing was just absolutely phenomenal. And I've taken a lot of TT's courses and so forth and so on. So I was kind of familiar with a lot of the terminology and details concerning a lot of this information. And I'm a retired vet, 20 years in the Air Force, and a lot of this stuff I started picking up back when I got out of the service, and in bits and pieces. And I was semi-brain dead when I got out, but I gradually picked up a lot of the details,
I can answer part of it, but it's only part.
Yeah.
Most people are not familiar that there are 3 sets of books, and those books detail the finances of the planet. Then if you go to federal level, they've got 3 sets of books. One agrees with one set on the planetary level, and 2 other sets. One is held as the dark accounts, and the other one is held as the open accounts. And both of them are fraudulent in certain ways. But the numeric value of an individual starts out set through the birth certificate, and it is 3.5 billion.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay, as a maximum potential. No one knows what the no one knows what the adjustment is. That's where the problem comes out. It's possible to get those numbers sometimes in certain ways. The trouble is that it's a fluid number. It is always changing. So you have to bear that in mind. And I personally will suggest the legal portion in terms of what is